There's a certain kind of person you see everywhere. They know a lot of things. They've tried many different paths. They have many interests, many experiences. But when someone asks them, "What are you really good at?" they often pause, not because they have nothing to say, but because they feel embarrassed that their life doesn't fit into a clean, simple answer. And I'm one of them too. I'm raising a child. I have a small room with a few guitars, some paintings, a video camera, and now I'm making YouTube videos, along with a long list of other things. Looking back, I wouldn't say I've fully committed to just one path. And if you're anything like me, you've probably asked yourself before, am I going the wrong way? People like me often look the same from the outside. We change jobs often, learn many things, but not in a straight line, get curious easily, bored easily, and learn quickly, and constantly feel out of place. From the outside, we're labeled as not persistent enough, unfocused, always chasing the next thing. And over time, many of us start to believe that maybe something really is wrong with us. Society loves neat stories. I've been in the same field for 10 years. I'm a specialist in this area. But people who know many things don't have a straight line to explain. We look at friends who have clear titles, recognized expertise, stable career paths, and we start to wonder, am I doing life wrong? In psychology and career research, this type of person is often called a multipotentialite. They're not driven by going deep into one thing for decades. They're driven by curiosity, fast learning, and the ability to connect ideas across fields. The problem isn't them. The problem is that society is designed to reward early specialization, not people who take indirect paths. What we often see in real life is this. People with many interests usually don't break through early, struggle in their 20 seconds and early 30 seconds, feel like they're falling behind. But later, as the world becomes more complex and work changes faster, they begin to connect their scattered skills, take on roles that don't exist in textbooks, see the bigger picture others miss. They don't move fast, but they often move far. When a crisis hits, job loss, career change, personal collapse, people whose identity is tied to a single role often break down completely. But those who are used to relearning, starting over, shifting roles, they hurt, but they don't shatter, because their entire sense of worth was never attached to just one title. There are real people who lived this way. David Epstein, for example, tried many paths before finding his voice, from sports science to journalism to research. For a long time, his career looked scattered, until he wrote Range, showing that people with broad experience often perform better in complex, changing environments. Then there's Steve Jobs. Before Apple became what it is today, he dropped out of college, studied calligraphy, and explored ideas that seemed completely impractical at the time. When he was pushed out of the company he helped create, it was those random interests that later shaped the way technology, design, and human experience came together. And Maya Angelou lived many lives before becoming who we remember her as. She was a singer, a performer, a journalist, an activist. Those experiences didn't delay her voice. They deepened it. They gave her the emotional range that made her writing resonate across generations. What all of them share isn't luck. It's the ability to connect experiences when everything falls apart. Not everyone is meant to build a career like a tower. Some people build it like a network. And when disruption happens, a network doesn't collapse in just one direction. If you're someone who knows many things, has tried many paths, but still feels like you're not truly good at one thing. Maybe you're not wrong. Maybe you're just walking a path that's harder to name. Here, we don't rush to decide who's right or wrong. We take time to understand people more deeply and understand ourselves a little better too. If this made you pause, if you saw yourself or someone you care about in these stories, subscribe to Between Quiet Minds, not to consume faster, but to look at life more slowly and more honestly.